Hey guys, thanks for joining us live for part three with the wonderful, amazing, powerful, and ever so magnificent John Leslie Brown. Thank you for gracing us mere mortals with your presence. The Destinypreneur designer powerhouse has been giving us so many tips and just a lot of great insight about what it is to claim your destiny and what it is to be a destinypreneur. And so, as we talked in session one was more, you talked about the snap, having that snap pitch, getting in there, creating a powerful impact. And even if you may not be for that person, do they know someone who you are for? So it's making sure to continue to build bridges and build relationships to that next level. And then also, importantly, communicating your greatness not only to other people but to yourself, because being transparent is very important when it comes to creating a trust and a like ongoing with people and expanding your relationship. And then finally, going into being more and having more and doing more and wanting more and not settling for a position that you're overqualified and underpaid, living out of purpose and out of your destiny and out of being a destinypreneur and going for what it is that you really want. So welcome back, Mr. Brown, and hopefully that caught all of our viewers up on what we've been discussing and how we've been empowering and how we've been enlightening and shedding some insight, your international insight, into what it is to go forth, claim your destiny. I know that you recently returned from speaking for LA Unified School District, and you had an opportunity to impact some young males that were going forth and doing some things. Can you tell us a little bit about incorporating these different principles I just wrapped up really quickly
hmm
into your message on stage, and what was the experience like speaking to these young men?
Well, yes, I can. First of all, the experience was phenomenal. And I want to thank you for having me on your Hangout once again because we've covered a lot of key ground here. What does it mean to claim your destiny? First, it's about communication. And that's what we mean about the snap and communicating your greatness, really taking the time to record it, listen to it, and work on it actively. Then we talked about concentration. And that's what I mean by increasing your bandwidth, is really not putting a limit on what you yourself can do, not allowing any excuses to exist, no matter what it takes no matter what you have to learn or where you have to go, being unstoppable, because we know people that when they truly are serious, if I'm truly serious about something, Candice, you can't stop me. You might as well get out of the way now. But even if it's something that's important and I'm not serious about it, I'm not going to be involved. I'm not going to be passionate about it. And that brings us to our final point. First, communication, then some concentration, but then collaboration.
Woo! Wrote that down. Grab my pen and grab my paper
Collaboration.
right now. I'm ready for that one.
Collaboration is key. This past weekend, I got a chance to work with Los Angeles Unified School District, which is the second largest school district in the nation. But they had over 16 different schools represented there and administrators from across the state. So when we talk about claiming your destiny, it's not just about finding the people to help you be successful, because everybody deserves to be successful. It's about finding and partnering with the people whose success is also in alignment with your success. You're working on the same thing, what TD Jakes calls similar in philosophy and different in function. And the number one mistake that I see that most people make when they have the big dream, when they have this feeling that, oh, this is my destiny, is they do not know how to collaborate with other people, and they don't know how to put a team around the dream.
A team around the dream. That's powerful because, I mean, when you look at growing businesses, especially, I'll go back to my business specifically, and I look at, all the things we've been able to do, and I remember one point to where my business outgrew me. And so I was living in my destiny, I was living in my purpose, but my business outgrew me. The demand was very high, and I just didn't have the support to be able to do it. There was only one me, and it was not scalable. My business wasn't
Yes.
scalable. And it ended up, looping me into a spiral that I just did not want to be in. I wasn't in control at that point. And that's why that quote that I hear you say, and I heard your father say so many times, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than have an opportunity and not be prepared, because trust me on this, it affects your credibility in the marketplace. And so the 3 C's that you mentioned are just so powerful, because it really can create that shift, in the communicating and collaborating and really taking your brand to the next level. So I absolutely get that. So when you say that they collaborated for this event and it was multiple schools, what was it like being in an environment with other professional speakers like yourself and world changers, and then having these impressionable young men, correct, as well as community leaders,
Mm-hmm.
listening in to what it is that you have to say and imparting words that hopefully impacted, not hopefully, that impacted and changed their lives?
Well, I would just say, number one, I was amazed because when you try to do work within the school system, it's very difficult to get a yes. There's a long process and committees that have to sign off on things. And so I was in awe of the people who organized the event, because people, many people don't pay attention to the event organizers, but they're the muscle of society. They actually put the butts in the seats, and then they don't even get seen. And it was a privilege to go up there and to share what I had to share, because I was prepared. I have to tell you, when I took the microphone, it was a couple kids whose their mouths dropped open, because some people like to start off slow and go, then let it build. I didn't have a lot of time, so I started off in fifth gear, and it was powerful. But as I looked at the 300 kids who were there in the seats, representing 16 different schools, all from different high schools, there were even a couple from Hamilton High School, one of the schools that I went to. And I looked at the head coach for the LA Clippers, the gentleman, Coach Doc Rivers, who won championships with the Celtics, who spoke directly before me, and the news and the people that were there, the buses that had to come in, everything had to work on time. When I looked at that, I realized that I was in a different place. I'm not the same kid that walks into a room, speaks, and leaves and thinks the job is done. I'm that kid now that's looking and saying, wow, what type of work went into plan this conference? Wow, how many meetings were set up to make this day happen, just to give back to some schools. I just look at the whole organization, and that makes me think that without collaboration, it's one thing to have communication. It's another thing to be able to have concentration. But without collaboration, you have no distance with your destiny. And see, once you do add the team to the dream, your dream goes from being a dream to a destiny, because it creates opportunities for others. I believe that we have to stop trying to have success for ourselves, stop trying to reap the benefits of our own greatness, and start to be just givers, just philanthropists, just talent philanthropists, where we start to give it away, that what we have, and then the universe will start to compensate us. And so collaboration to me is the key to distance when it comes to destiny.
I think that is so powerful in you saying that. And last night there was actually a meeting that I went to, and one of the organizers, I always talk about the organizers, the people that got it all together, was talking about the Google story. And I didn't really know a lot about the Google story or Google's mission statement, and we're on a Google Hangout, like, it's just like, Google it. Everything is, Google has become a noun, a verb, an adjective, and everything else. And it started with a collaboration of different parties that were involved. And do you know anything about the Google story, Mr. Brown?
Not a lot.
No, right? But I want to know pretty much everything about it. So basically, it was a collaboration. And so everything, these different things we utilized were brain children of different team members. But they were all collectively working together for one greater good. And then their little spin-offs, everybody had their own project. And so it was like a certain time of day to where, you know, you had to invest this much time a week into your own project, you know? That was totally separate of the Google main stage. So I just want to pull up really quick the Google mission statement because she said something and I was like, I wonder, is that true? Like, is that true? Is this mission statement true? You know, that this person said? And it looks like it is. And so one of the greatest things that Google wanted to do was to be able to be a resource for people to be able to understand and get information for free. And so they wanted people, or what really makes Google, when we talk about culture and corporate culture, we think of the culture of our destiny. What made Google as a company was the people that they hire. They're not just smart and determined. They favor ability over experience. The ability to be able to do something, the ability to go to that next level. And so understanding that culture and what it is that they believe as a company, and what do they believe about themselves, and what do they believe about their team. I see that in every aspect of what you were saying when you talk about, you know, Doc Rivers and the different people that came together, you coming in on fifth gear. There was something that you believed about yourself. There was something that you believed about your destiny and about your message and about how you could impact that stage. And I know a lot of speakers may come to you and ask, you know, how do you do it? How do you go up in front of people? Are you nervous? Are you scared? Mm-hmm. Like, how do you deal with that and still impact that message?
Well, that takes me back to the first step, but about when I'm communicating my greatness to myself, okay? You don't go up to speak second guessing yourself because the audience can hear that second guessing. Okay, you don't go up to speak questioning or doubting yourself. I want you to start to look at yourself as a world-class communicator. I want you to start to look at your stage as an operating room to really change lives. So before you speak, tell yourself this: I was born to change lives. I was born to use my voice. Just think about all of the ideas, all of the insights that you have experienced in your life that could help others if you actually got it out, especially when we talk about young people today. And so one of the things that I did, I got out of my own way. I started to really look into the eyes of the people in this room. And I love telling the story about this movie that I saw about Mother Teresa. When they asked, how is she doing this? She's doing so much. She's feeding the homeless. You know, she's helping so many people, and she's not even rich. How is she doing it? They say she's doing it because she's not looking at herself. She's doing it because she's not looking at herself. And so many speakers are not effective because they're too busy wondering what they look like while they're on the stage or what they sound like. Stop that and start pouring in to your audience, because authenticity is a result of preparation, okay? When you are prepared and when you are clear on who you are and not doubting yourself, then it comes across and you can really impact audiences. I think the best part for me of this training is when this kid came up after me. He had on his little bow tie and his dress suit, and he said, "Mr. Brown, I heard you. You were talking to me." And that to me means something. 300 kids in the room, 250, whatever the number is, that one person that heard you, that was listening, that could change the destiny of mankind. You never know.
I think that's so powerful. I'm so excited that you took the time to join us here and hang out with us on the Hangout. I know you have a million other things that you could be doing, but we're going to have your website at the bottom so people can find you. But I know you have a recent product that came out.
Yes.
And I was able to hear a little bit. I'm reaching to the side, excuse me. But I was able to hear it in its entirety, and it just is such a powerful and creative body of work. It is a transformational body of work, and it's fun to listen to. It's got a beat to it, like it's so different. And I love the way that you are able to create a sound that is truly true to who you are and what you represent. And so the actual Claim Your Destiny DVD set is out, and I just want to read a little bit. So for people that don't know about you and they're just tuning in, they're just getting a chance to see this, I just want to just real quick, if you don't mind, speak a little bit about.
I mind.
Too bad.
Don't tell them. They gotta get it. They gotta get it.
Okay. Well, you gotta check this out. It's such a powerful and inspiring series, and I got a chance to listen in to your message, and it's helping me to claim my destiny on a daily basis. And I always encourage people to surround yourself with people and listen in to people that are going to be able to help you to go to that next level, because we have to recondition our minds. We have to recondition our thought process so that we can support ourselves. And, in closing, is there anything that you would like to share about this amazing new series that's out?
Yes.
You guys can pick up on johnlesliebrown.com. The website's going to be at the bottom. Is there anything else you would like to share, Mr. Brown?
Yes, I just want to give some real life experience about how this product came to be and why you were able to hold it in your hand. I have been speaking for over 20 years, but I don't like to say what other people are saying. I would like to be original and unique. And so there are a lot of projects that I've done and completed that I've put off. But I went over my friend's house one day and I said, listen, man, I want to do this project called Create Your Greatest Destiny. What do you think about it? And we talked for about 45 minutes, and he listened to everything I had to say. Now, this friend, he's my best friend, he just came back from Nigeria filming a movie. And he said, that was very interesting, great conversation. And then he pulled out his laptop and showed me the title from the movie. And it had the title of it, which is Ashe. Please check out his movie, Ashe. But under it said, Claim Your Destiny. There's no choice for the chosen. And there I was on that patio talking to my friend. I said, hold on a second. I was talking to you about Create Your Greatest Destiny for 40 minutes. You didn't tell me that you've got destiny as the tagline in your movie. And it just blew me away. And here I am thinking about going to record this audio series when I haven't recorded a speaking audio series since I was 16. And here it is. So you know what? So the name of it changed, okay? I went in there, and then it was Claim Your Destiny. Now I'm talking about the power of collaboration. Because I shared it, because I communicated my idea with him, it shifted the concept, and it felt right to me. So, and I was very inspired. I did that in a whole day. But the project just sat there. I didn't package it. I released it on YouTube, but I didn't do anything with it. But then I contacted Movis Media Group, and I said, hold on, I got this project. I need to actually get it out. And you designed a cover for me, Candyce. You made it possible for me to actually have my first speaking CD in 16 years. And because I communicated, because I asked for help, because I didn't just sit on my idea, I have something that went in the hand of not just the head coach of the LA Clippers, but that went to some students in LAUSD this past week when I got a chance to speak for them. And I want your listeners and your viewers to know that you have a destiny. As sure as I have this in my hand right now, you have a destiny. And why didn't I put out those other projects? Why didn't I follow through on those other ideas? Tons of them. You don't want to know. It's because it really wasn't right. It wasn't my destiny. This is my destiny. This is my message. I can stand behind this, and I want to share it with you. Thank you.
Thank you. I was like, whoa! You're on fire. You on fire. We can't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
But before, I didn't collaborate. I just kept it on my hard drive. I didn't share with anybody else. And I just think that that's so key, not to keep your destiny to yourself, to get it out and to share it. Communicate, concentrate, and collaborate.
Communicate, concentrate, collaborate. Collaborate.
Collaborate. Those are the three tools for claiming your destiny. Communicate, concentrate, and collaborate. Communicate your greatness, not just to others, but to yourself daily. Make sure that your words are in alignment with your future and with your destiny. Make sure you're not beating up on yourself worse than the people are beating up on you. Okay, stop talking bad about yourself. It's enough bad people talking about you already. So don't disrespect yourself. That's not necessary. Communicate your greatness. Remind yourself about how fabulous you are, how talented, how beautiful, how significant you are. I know you did a piece on significance. Yes, tell yourself, I am significant. If to nobody else, to me, and that's enough. And then don't just communicate your greatness, concentrate on your greatness. Increase your bandwidth. Don't make excuses about what you can't do, because we live in a Google society where information is at the touch of a fingertip because some people came together and they collaborated. They got with a team of organized, focused individuals, and now destiny is possible if you decide not to settle.
Wow. Thank you so much, John Leslie Brown, for joining us and gracing us with your presence and your information and your light, and being that beacon of hope for so many people that have not yet embraced their destiny but will soon be claiming their destiny. And going to your website, which is johnleslieBrown.com. They can find you on Facebook. It's not over until we win. And they can also find you on Instagram, John Leslie Brown. Google the man. If you don't know, now you know, because there's just such a wealth of knowledge and information that he brings to the table, as well as being in the industry for more than 20 years. Not a lot of people at 30 can say that, but you've been in the game, you got skin in the game, you did the work, you did the research, got the t-shirt and the badge, plus the hat to match, and the proof is in the pudding. So when I look at bringing guests onto the show, I'm looking at people that add value and that are living proof. They walk their talk, they step their game up, and they go to the next level. And Mr. Brown, you are truly that. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for claiming your destiny with us and sharing how we can claim ours by being able to communicate, concentrate, and collaborate to the next level.
Thank you, Candyce.
Catch us next time. Maybe we'll be able to get Mr. Brown to come back on here in the next few weeks to talk about where he is in the world and what he has going on as we prepare for 2015. Oh my gosh, 2015 is right around the corner, and we're in our beast mode, our biggest beast ever. We would love to talk about more of the things mentioned here toward the end of the conversation, but you guys got to stay tuned. You got to commit every day to check us out and get in there and and claim your destiny and make it happen. And just know that even when nobody else believes in you, we believe in you. I believe in you. I know you're going to go to the next level and do some things, and the world is waiting on you to show up a way you've never shown up before. But it's not lack of resources. It's not lack of time. It's lack of direction. We're here to help you get directed in this life to make some things happen. And being a mentor is something that we take seriously. I know that Mr. Brown is a coach, as am I, mentoring you to your greatness. It's time for you to go. There's no dollar amount for this. This is us just giving back and pouring into the world and pouring into you and pouring more light where there is way too much darkness. So catch us next time. Catch me tomorrow. Surprise broadcast. Who knows? It's always about how I feel in the moment. And I'm feeling you tonight. So have a great night.